Okay, needless to say, the visibility wasn't all that good, especially when I got off the main roads. The fog had brought a lot of frost to the area, and it was really quite pretty, but man, it was hard to see anything, especially driving. I did manage to keep it between the ditches, but there was a lot of driving by ear going on. If I heard the wheels hit something, I made sure I slowed down. And because I slowed down, I found these guys. These muleys were just relaxing in the fresh snow, kind of ignoring the frost. Not me though, I was kind of enjoying it. The day wasn't all that cold, although up here on this hill it was a little bit breezy. And the fog was very thick. The combination of the fog, all that frost, and the fresh snow really flattened things out. It made it especially hard to see where the edge of the road was, so I kept in the middle as much as I could. But after a while the sun started to come out, and although it was weak, it was there. So I optimistically headed to my favorite dead-end road and just found more snow and more flat light. Though the sun did make an effort to come through, it turned this mist a lovely blue color, but it didn't take long before everything flattened out again and all the contrast in the world was gone. But as usual, the rest of the world that didn't have a camera in their hands couldn't have cared less. These horses just casually pawed through the fresh snow to get at the grass and, strangely enough, the little rose shoots that were poking through. That's a pretty prickly breakfast. Back down the road, the fog had rolled in again and had shrouded these cattle feeding in a field. But they just kept on chomping away, and the magpies just kept on being cheeky. They are bold little things. I love them. It was already late afternoon, so I kept on rolling through the fog. The frost was really quite pretty, especially on these willows. Hopefully it won't be long until this nest is occupied again. But the elk on the top of this hill were obscured in fog, and on the other side of the hill, same thing with the cattle. The frost on the old aspen leaves did look kind of pretty. And, in fact, despite the lack of visibility, I found an awful lot of pretty things. But trying to keep that truck between the ditches, that wasn't all that much fun. I like driving a lot better when it's not fogged.